Всем приветствую, я Абдибаит Бусурманкул из Кыргызстана, представляю бойцовский клуб Fighter KG. Я рад, я здесь, я очень люблю ММА, был перерыв, соскучился по боям, я готов к сражению. Мой оппонент Андрей из Украины, универсальный опытный боец. Мы на этот бой готовились долго, работали по всем позициям.
Я Андрей Лежнев из Украины, город Днепр. Приехал в город Оренбург для боя. Оренбург очень красивый город, мне здесь все понравилось. Мне предстоит бой с Бусурманкулом, Абдибаит уулу. Бусурманкул очень сильный соперник, ударник, в которого поставлена хорошо борьба, опасен во всех планах, поэтому я, конечно, настроен очень серьезно на этот поединок. Самое опасное свойство Бусурманкула – это его ударка. Его ударка очень быстрая, неожиданная и тяжелая. Поэтому, конечно, я настроен серьезно, но моя ударка ничуть не хуже. Мой удар тоже очень тяжелый, поэтому ему тоже есть чего опасаться. Бусурманкул, готовься к жесткому бою. Я хочу забрать за этот бой бонус за лучший бой вечера. Так что давай не подведем зрителей.
Андрей, давай порадуем зрителей.
В синем крыльце спортсмен из Украины по прозвищу Айрон. Встречайте!
This is M1 Challenge 104, battle in the heart of the continent. And this is a featherweight professional bout between, making his way down to the blue corner, Andrei Iron Lezhnev. Lezhnev represents the Ukraine, 30 years of age. And he weighed in yesterday 66.9 kilograms. He failed the weight then, which gives him the yellow card in M1 rules. So he starts with a point deduction to be taken from the overall score at the end of the fight. Lezhnev's 30 years of age, as I said, 107 centimeters tall, and he's a professional record, very, very impressive record of 18 wins and 8 defeats. He was a free fight world champion in 2008, and we've seen him many, many times on M1. He had a huge winning streak before losing to our champion, Nate the Train Landwehr. Now, Nate obviously been beating everybody in M1, and that was a tough fight for Lezhnev. He'd looked so dominant up to that point, but he just came unstuck. Now he's back to try and get back in winning ways, and it took a very, very tough fight to do that.
Мы приветствуем болельщиков из Кыргызстана. В красном лыже спортсмен представляет Fighter KG по прозвищу Алай. Приветствуйте! Бусурманкул! Абдибаит! Уулу!
Here he comes, making his way down to the red corner for this co-main event featherweight bout. Busurmankul, Abdibait уулу. He represents Fighter KG team from Kyrgyzstan. 26 years of age, 65.6 kilograms, and he stands an identical 170 centimeters tall. His professional record, 11 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. He's a master of sports in MMA and a master of sports in grappling. Silver medalist in the ADCC Asian and Oceanic Championships in 2017. He's a national grappling champion in Kyrgyzstan. Now, all that said, his grappling pedigree cannot be argued, but he's got very, very heavy hands. As Ian Freeman said in the breakdown of this contest, it really could be Lezhnev trying to take the fight to the ground and avoid the heavy strikes of уулу. But then we see in the video there, Lezhnev seems fairly confident in his own strikes. Both these guys, do not get me wrong, both these guys have got very dangerous striking. Both these guys very, very competent on the floor and experienced in MMA. I feel Abdibait уулу possibly has the edge in the striking just with the concussive punches. And it's going to be a close contest on the ground. You cannot argue with the ADCC results, but Lezhnev again is very, very competent on the ground himself. This is going to be a good matchup.
Watch the best fights. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an M1 challenge bout in the featherweight division. Now introducing your fighter in the blue corner. This fighter is 30 years old. He weighed in at 66.9 kilograms. He stands 170 centimeters tall and has a record of 18 wins with 8 losses. He is Free Fight World Champion 2008. Representing the Ukraine, please welcome Andray Lежнев! And now welcome his opponents in the red corner. This fighter is 26 years old. He weighed in at 65.6 kilograms. He stands 170 centimeters tall and has a record of 11 wins, 2 losses with 1 draw. He is Master of Sports in MMA and grappling, silver medalist of Asian ADCC Championship, national grappling champion, representing Kyrgyzstan, Busurmankul, Abdibait уулу! And your referee for this bout, Kiselev.
Итак, внимательно. Правила помним, не нарушаем. Работаем 3 раунда по 5 минут. Внимательно слушаем мои команды. Всегда остаемся активными. Руки пожали. Полный!
This is M1 Challenge 104. Battle in the heart of the continent, and this is a featherweight bout between, in the blue corner, Andray Lezhnev, and in the red corner, Busurmanкул, Abdibait уулу. There's the red card, the yellow card, sorry, for Lezhnev.
Let's hope it's not a red card.
Let's hope it's not.
Fight's over.
It's a bad start. Abdibait уулу rushing to get out there.
Well, like we said, a tough fight for Lezhnev, but not a fight he can't win. He has got powerful hands, but I feel he needs to take this down. уулу hits hard and he hits fast.
It's Lezhnev
Well, it's Lezhnev that's closing the distance.
Yeah, dominating the centre so far.
Well, Lezhnev said in his pre-fight interview that he also has heavy hands, so he needs to watch out for those also.
We know he's strong and tough.
Oh, without a doubt, he's tough. I mean, we've seen in the video also, he dropped the champion, Nate Landwehr. Nate Landwehr did recover from those punches, though.
Well, let's see if we can land the significant strikes first.
Уулу obviously hanging back just a little bit in case it's a takedown attempt.
Solid leg kick from Lezhnev.
Уулу not really advancing at all, is he?
No, he's a little hesitant.
He has a game plan. What that is, we're not sure yet. Oh, there's a big right hand that was super fast, but Lezhnev saw that coming. Great kick. Oh, that looks as if it hurt him. He's limping, I think.
He's got big, heavy legs, hasn't he, Lezhnev?
If I was Lezhnev, I'd go for that again. Уулу is shin checking it, but he's not shin checking it properly, because when he gets kicked, the leg is flipping backwards. He should be shin checking and pushing Lezhnev's leg away. His leg should not be folding over like that.
Well, you said in your breakdown, Ian, that Ulu's going to be dangerous from everywhere, but I think it's Lezhnev at the moment,
Without a doubt.
looking the most
Don't get me
dangerous.
wrong, I'd like to be proven wrong. I'd like to see Lezhnev get a knockout. I mean, I'm in no favour of who I want to win, but, you know, for someone who I thought was going to have to take it. Oh, that leg's hurt. That leg is hurt. He's out of changed stance. He's limping. Wow, I wonder if he's had an injury there, because albeit two solid leg kicks, it's normally more than two that actually damage the leg.
Yeah, the very first one seemed to do the damage, didn't it? So, here we have Lezhnev stalking.
Well, it could be Уулу that goes for the takedown. Oh, hey, this could be over soon. This could be over soon.
I think Lezhnev's going to smell blood there with that. Growing in confidence.
Well, I'm looking at the welts on Ulu's leg. Maybe it's because it's the calf kick. There you go, and again, it's the calf. Now, this is kind of a new thing now in MMA. People are going to kick the calf instead of the side because it takes less kicks. You can kick the calf once, and it locks up the calf and switches off the leg, and it's very painful.
He's totally had to change stance there. He was actually leaning on the ropes.
Which again is illegal. The referee needs to have a word. You're not allowed to hold the ropes whether you're attacking or defending.
Nice inside low kick there.
Oh, Ulu got caught on the way in. Now Ulu, he knows he hasn't got much time in this fight now with those leg kicks, so he's pushing forward. He's going to rely on his power. Oh, he got tagged!
This is a good dominant performance so far from Lezhnev. This is how he needs to come back from the loss.
Well, you said, Ian, jumping out the frying pan into the fire, but my word, you have to take your hat off to Lezhnev. To take on such a dangerous fight against a dangerous striker and then beat him standing. Well, beating him, not beat him. He hasn't beat him yet.
He's definitely come out with something to prove here, and you can see that in him. He's got fire in his belly. They say it can define a fight, how they come back from the losses, and this is how you come back from a loss.
Well, I have to agree. Oh, he caught that leg on the way in as well.
He's hunting him down now, look at him. Firing the shots on uppercuts against the ropes.
And you can see the experience of Lezhnev. Albeit he ran in there, he ran in to try and finish him, but he didn't get too excited, stay on top. Now he's backed off, recomposed. And he thinks, right, I'll take you out in the second round now, because all I've got to do is kick that leg one or two more times and it is over. Wow, what a strong round for Andrei Lezhnev. Wow. Well, I can't speak Ukrainian, but I guarantee his corner would tell him to go for that leg. Go for that calf.
I'm sure they are. Here we see on the replay. That was a nice counter left hook there on the back foot. Beautifully landed. You see Lezhnev firing so he's kicking high there on the thigh, but he was mixing that up. So the one high on the thigh really stiffened up the leg. Then he starts to fire low. We've seen the punches going in. And as Ian said, he lands the shots, he chases up, but if he doesn't get a finish, he backs up and carries on with his game. Very, very nice, composed game plan. Watch, he chases here, fires the shots in. He can't get the finish, so he backs off and back to composure. Excellent display in that first round.
Beautiful. He wants to prove to everybody that he wants another title shot. And congratulations to Nate the Train Landwehr. He's now signed for the UFC, so the belt should be vacant for the next time, again with that low kick.
Well, that should be even more motivation for these two. As Abdibait, уулу comes out a little bit more aggressive. Some more shots this first and then second round, sorry. He cannot let Lezhnev get back into his rhythm. He has to do something different.
I'm sure Nate the Trainer's watching this back at home, and he will be definitely egging on Lezhnev to win this fight. He's had the pleasure to stand in the race with him. He has had the pleasure to beat him, but I'm sure he wants him to win this fight.
Well, as you said, Lezhnev was on a big winning streak. His only loss is that one to Nate.
Уулу coming back strong now. Oh! Little clip to the top of the head.
And again. Now this is becoming a fight, Ian.
Yeah, this is beautiful to watch. And what you got to remember is that leg is hurting уулу. So every time he plants it, it's going to be painful.
Lezhnev going to have to step his game up as well to match this pace.
Уулу waves on Lezhnev. But to be honest, it's Lezhnev that's winning the exchanges.
Yeah, he's definitely landing them more cleanly. But there, look, as we say that.
He got, but уулу there, he couldn't put any weight on his front leg. He kind of went forward and then his balance went again.
Well, we've seen many a times how much that can affect the coming in for strikes, moving back out for strikes, coming in for takedowns. Damage to that front heavy leg really can change a fight.
Oh, there we go again. Well, I'm pleased that Lezhnev is not avoiding that leg after those strikes that уулu's throwing, because that is his game plan right now. That is the thing that will win him this fight. I'm sure it will. Even if he knocks him out with a punch, it's because уулu cannot put any weight on that front leg. He cannot attack. Look how calmly Lezhnev just walks over to him.
Looking like a Terminator right now. No change on his face as he comes forward, looking for the strikes. Wait for him to attack that leg again. Definite markings around the right eye.
Oh, I'm not sure he can take many more of those.
He's so unsteady on his legs.
Oh, he got him.
He's recovering well though. Abdibait уулу in his defence. He takes the shot, goes down, comes back up. I think a lot of it is down to that balance.
Even his shin check, and he's lifting the leg up, but he's still getting hit on the calf. Fair enough, because it's not planted on the floor. He'll not be taking the full brunt of that kick. But he's not pushing. Like when you shin check, you gotta turn and push your opponent's leg that's coming to you. You gotta push it away, kind of like a little parry with the hand. It's a parry with the leg. уулu's not doing that. уулu's just lifting the leg up, and he's still taking a lot of force on that lower leg.
There's that left hook again over the top.
See, no balance because all the weight is going on that front leg.
Solid shots. He's mixing up as well, high and low on that leg. That was the right cross, the danger shot from уулu.
There'll be no power on that shot though, that's the problem. If you can't put weight on that front foot, you can't put power in your punches. Wow, every time he throws that right hand, he's losing, and the left. Balance is gone.
From the start of this fight, the centre's been dominated by Lezhnev.
Well, I thought he would have to take him down, finish him on the ground, but how wrong I was.
He has come out here with some real fire to make a statement in this fight.
Not very often I'm wrong, William.
Not.
I'm pleased I'm wrong in this fight.
But it's an impressive way to prove you're wrong. At the end of the round there, it came into it was just a clash with a finger into the eye. I don't think he's going to let that bother him, because that was another very, very strong round there.
Nice left hook, but as he threw the left hook, Уулу put his hand out and caught him in the eye. But definitely 2 rounds to 0.
Here we go, the replay. That was the left hook over the top there from Уулу. But a story of that round again, where Lezhnev shakes his head there. As we see, it was again a dominant performance from Lezhnev. He's come out here with a real game plan, and he's proving people wrong with this. There you see the unsteady legs. Abdibait Уулу normally sets his feet well, throws his shots. He's not having a chance to do that because he's so unsteady on that lead leg. You saw there, he's wobbling, he cannot put the weight down onto that leg, and Lezhnev is taking advantage of that. Beautifully landed left hook there at the end of the round. Unfortunate that the eye poke went in.
Well, sportsmanship, they meet in the centre, they hug each other.
It's nice to see that hug there between the two.
Уулу needs a finish, Lezhnev just needs to be careful.
I really think Lezhnev has got something to prove, and he's going to try and put the icing on the cake in this round. That's what I think. I'm sometimes wrong as well.
Not often, not often. But Lezhnev is flinching that leg, he's faking that kick, giving Уулу something to think about whether he throws it or not.
Yeah, Lezhnev switching his stance around a little.
Well, all credit to Уулu. The pain that he must have in that front leg, and he's still there.
Well, he limped from the very first leg kick in the first round, and he's managed to be still here in the third. Well, fair play to him.
Yeah, Уулu may look for the takedown here. He is connecting, but surely there's not his full power. Saying that, he's throwing punches now and he's not wobbling on the front leg like he did in round 2.
Lezhnev does the right thing and fires that low kick in. But it's him on the back foot now.
Уулu wants this finish.
Ian, you said he was dangerous at any point, and he's showing that here.
Lezhnev needs to throw a kick even when he's getting punched, just to back him off. He needs to throw a kick. Now he needs to throw the kick.
That was a solid shot. That could be it.
The referee's going to stop it.
Yeah, there's no defence coming back. Can he get his legs in?
Oh, wow.
That was close to a finish.
3 minutes to go. It was a long time.
We've got to look at Ian. How is that damaged leg going to affect Уулu with the grappling? Is it worth him standing back up?
No, it doesn't. Nah. He's got to stay there. He's got to stay there, because even if he wins this round, he's 2 rounds down. But Lezhnev has a point deducted at the end of this because of the yellow card. So
that could end up in a draw.
It could. Technically speaking, it could.
Well, we've got 2 minutes 45 seconds for something else to happen before that. So let's not worry about the scoring just yet. At the moment, this is the best part of the fight for Abdibait Уулу, as he's in the full guard.
The guard is wide open as well, Ian.
Yep, the open guard of Lezhnev.
Well, we noticed right at the beginning of round 3, Уулu was throwing harder. whether he could psychologically switch off that pain, but he didn't wobble at the punches like he did in round 2. And this is showing dividend, because look where Lezhnev is now, on his back after a big, solid right hand.
Well, we've got 2 minutes left in this fight. I think Abdibait Ulu has a lot to do to win this on points.
Slowly but surely, rounding his way to a 3rd round win. And when I said 3rd round win, I mean 3rd round winning that round, not necessarily winning the fight. We don't know how the judges have it scored.
I think for us, Lezhnev got the first 2 rounds, but he needs to do something here. He needs to try and get himself back to his feet. He looks to be attacking the arm.
Trying to go for a reverse armbar, I think, but
it doesn't look like he's got much there. But at least he's stopping the ground and pound by keeping his legs in between the two. Happy to fall back to guard though. And as you said, in your breakdown, Ulu is heavy-handed from any position.
Yeah,
stand-up ground.
Lezhnev is not working well from his back. When I said in my pre-fight, I thought he would get a submission, but he would have to be top position. Not like a jiu-jitsu submission from the guard, because he's more of a wrestler, is Lezhnev. As you can see why he's so heavy on his back.
Yeah, no threat there from the guard work. I still think Ulu needs to look for a finish. He needs to start to fire his strikes, and he's got 25 seconds left in this fight. He needs a finish in my book. Even with the yellow card, he can't rely on the yellow card.
No, he certainly can't rely on that yellow card. And if he wins this round, which the way things are going, to my calculation, it should be a draw. Unless someone has given Lezhnev a 10-8 instead of a 10-9.
Which is very, you know, you could easily argue for that first round.
Well,
so
there we
dominant.
go. 3 rounds. Ulu puts his hands up, but is it enough? Is it enough? Lezhnev dominated 2 rounds, and I mean dominated. But basically got dominated himself in this 3rd.
Yeah,
well,
certainly maybe he ran out of steam, or maybe Ulu came out just a lot more assertive for that final round. But it was definitely 2 rounds to Lezhnev, 1 round to Ulu, and it just depends on how those rounds are scored. Were they 10-8? Will that 1-point deduction with a yellow card make a difference? I'm glad I'm not scoring, and we'll hand it over to the judges for the official decision.
Мы благодарим информационного партнера события, сайт уулу.56, Оренбургский спорт и около него спортсмены, тренеры, нокауты, шайбы, голы. Почти победа, настоящие герои, удар 56 здесь, главное о спорте. Информационный партнер события, интернет-портал Оренбург Медиа, новости, события, истории, мнения Оренбург Медиа, все, что нужно знать. Аплодисменты спортсменам за потрясающий поединок, ждем судейского вердикта. After 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard for a majority decision in favor of your winner, Busurmankul Abdibait Ulu.
There's the decision there. Busurmankul, Abdibait, уулу. I'd like to see the scorecards, but I believe that yellow card will have made a big difference there in the close scoring.
I'm here with your winner, Busurmankul, Abdibait, уулу. Wow, what a fight. Obviously, I have to ask about the calf kick, the leg kick. That was something that I got you with maybe the first, if not the second kick in the first round. Obviously, that played a big, big part of this fight. You couldn't throw the shots. How close to you were you quitting to that leg kick? Because it looked like you didn't want to continue at one point, but as a true champion, you did.
Бусурманкул, это был просто потрясающий бой. Я не могу тебя спросить про твою ногу. Андрей наносил очень тяжелые удары по твоему бедру и по твоей голени. Было видно, что тебе больно уже было после даже первого или второго удара. Насколько ты был близок к тому, чтобы просто остановить этот бой из-за этой боли?
Приветствую, Оренбург! Всем салам алейкум! Вау! Вау! Действительно, Андрей жесткий парень. Я не ожидал такого. Я несколько раз его встречал с коленами. Он повторялся биться. И я не сдавался бы. Я насмерть здесь дрался. Спасибо, я воин. И Андрей тоже воин. Спасибо, Андрей и его команда. Спасибо моим командам. Спасибо, братья, кто пришел и болеет за нас. Спасибо в прямом эфире, мои семьи, мои друзья, всем смотрят. Я очень рад. Спасибо моим командам. Файтер Кеджи и также Гермес Профи. Спасибо тренерам Кенджибеки Чекиро и Александр Воинов. Спасибо большое. Я хотел бы поздравить своей республике День независимости. Алга, Кыргызстан. Всем болельщикам, всему мира. Всем большое спасибо. Мы двигаемся дальше. Здесь дрался жесткие парни, которые Зелимбек и Дизи. Я тоже здесь наблюдал. И Дизи! Окей, Дизи! I want to fight! Come on! Who's next?
Orenburg, thank you for having me. It was a tough fight because Andrei is a tough guy. I didn't expect that. He landed many nice kicks, but I would never ever give up. I would die, but I would never give up. So yeah, I was expecting that it was going to be a tough fight, and I was ready for that. Thank you for having me. Thank you to my team, to my coaches, and to my country. Thank you.
Okay. Nate the Train Landwehr is our champion. We can see the former champion. He has now moved on to the UFC. Fantastic news if you're watching, Nate. Congratulations. So this title fight should be vacant now. Is this something you want?
Нейт Трейн является чемпионом, или мы можем сказать, что уже являлся чемпионом, потому что он перешел недавно в UFC, и титул стал вакантным. Можем ли мы сказать, что ты являешься следующим претендентом?
Я хотел бы сказать, если здесь Нейт был бы. Where are you? Вау! Нейт, поздравляю тебя, подписан на UFC. Надеемся, мы встретимся. Может быть, мы встретимся, может быть, не встретимся. У меня было очень огромное желание с тобой биться. Нейт действительно воин. Мы здесь все, кто дерется здесь, и ММА, мы все воины. Современные гладиаторы. Вот, спасибо организаторы, спасибо всем. Огромную благодарность хочу передать Вадиму Фельденштейну. И он вчера подошел, говорил, мы об этом говорили, что следующий бой будет за пояс. Я хотел бы Дизи, come on, мой брат.
Nate the Train is a real warrior. Congrats on signing with the UFC. Maybe we'll see in the octagon one day, maybe not. We'll see how it goes. Yesterday I was talking to Vadim Finkelstein, the president of M1 Global, and he said that if I win this fight, I'll fight for the belt. So DZ, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this could be your future champion, Busurmankul, Abdibait, уулу!
We knew this featherweight contest was going to be fireworks. Andrei Lezhnev coming back from his loss to Nate the Train. really needed to prove himself, but he jumped, as I said, out of the frying pan and into the fire against Busurmaninkul, Abdibait, уулу. He came out strong. He gave уулу a very tough fight early on, firing in those leg kicks, making it difficult for him to even put any weight onto the legs, firing away. But уулу carried on coming with strikes, throwing the right hand, throwing the right uppercut, really coming back. Everything Lezhnev had, he had an answer to come back with.